128. Which of the following is most nearly the same meaning to the word idiosyncrasy? Most nearly the same meaning, synonymous word is needed. Look at the words given here. What are the options given? Ideology, next one. Methodology, next. Imagination, next one. Theory, next one. Eccentricity. Okay, if you look at this context, what is the context given? This is based on the belief that it is possible to disentangle the proportion of asset price movements, which is related to the fundamentals from the market idiosyncrasies. See, market idiosyncrasies are something which are like odd periods. Odd periods. For example, we can connect it to the present scenario. Let us say now the prices of tomato and what else? Chili. It is almost 100 plus. So like there are some particular time periods which are very odd in the case of market. Now I'm relating it to the present, like vegetable market and all, but it is also related to the business where the timings of the market are odd. In our general language we call it as a market. This one in software we have one terminology. What is the terminology? When the jobs are laid off, recession. So we are speaking about the type of odd periods, remember. So that is used as the idiosyncrasy here. Now tell me which is the point here. Idiosyncrasy, write down the meaning. Something which is peculiar. Peculiar. Peculiar means like odd one. Odd. Very rare cases. Regular. Not random. It is very rare. It is very rare. Okay. So tell me which is the correct combination here. You need to have the understanding of vocabulary here, otherwise it is impossible. Tell me which is the point which gives them exact meaning of peculiar or odd. Tell me your answer. That is nothing but eccentricity. Eccentric person, ఎప్పుడైనా విన్నారా ఈ పాయింట్ ని? ఎసెంట్రిక్ పర్సన్ ఆడ్ గా ఉంటాడు. అందరూ ఒకలాగా ఉంటే అతను ఒకలాగా ఉంటాడు. ఎసెంట్రిక్ పర్సన్ అంటారు అతన్నే. It is not like common person. Okay, like odd one odd person. Next, 129. Opposite of the word curb. I think you know the word. What is the answer? Curb in the sense, track would curb borrowing and over investment. Over investment ni borrowing ni em chestunanta curb chestundi. Curb cheyadam ante reduce cheyadam. Opposite em ravali? Increase ane meaning ravali. But remember, we have to go with the context word. Reduce is synonymous word. Regulate is to put something in order. Neither reduce nor decrease. Keep something in order. Regulation అని అంటాం. ఇంకోటి ఏమన్నాడు? ప్రమోట్ అంటే ఇంక్రీజే, మ్యాగ్నిఫై అంటే ఇంక్రీజే, ఇంటెన్సిఫై అన్నా కూడా ఇంక్రీజ్. వీఆర్ స్పీకింగ్ అబౌట్ ద ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ రిలేటెడ్ కాంటెక్స్ట్ ఇయర్, విచ్ ఈస్ అ సెన్సిబుల్ వన్. కర్బ్ కి డైరెక్ట్ ఆపోజిట్ ఏం తీసుకోవచ్చు ఇక్కడ చెప్తారా? వీఆర్ స్పీకింగ్ అబౌట్ ఓవర్ ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్, వీఆర్ స్పీకింగ్ అబౌట్ ఇన్ఫ్లేషన్, వీఆర్ స్పీకింగ్ అబౌట్ ద బ్యాంక్స్. బ్యాంక్ కి రిలేటెడ్ బ్యాంకింగ్ టర్మినాలజీ ఏంటి ఇక్కడ చెప్తారా? ఇంటెన్సిఫై. నెక్స్ట్, లుక్ ఎట్ ద కాలమ్స్, వెరీ ఈజీ వన్. Find out the odd one out, we can get the answers easily. Look at the first one. The program with the cultural. What is the parts of speech of cultural? Adjective must be followed by noun. The cultural dawe, is it possible? Nowhere. Cultural and traditional art crafts, is it possible or not? Yes. Do you find any AE? Any AE pairs in the options? AE is possible, but do you find any AE? Nowhere. Next, cultural vice chancellor, is it sensible? No. That means, can we say A cannot be paired with any options? Yes. That means fifth one is out, fourth one is out, first one is out. Your answer must be BDQR, CER. You have to pair something. There is no none of the above. Let us check with BDQ. What is that in BDQ? Haryana governor recalled. What did he recall? The way Pandit Gangaram fought for the liberation of Hyderabad was incomparable. He said he fought very well. His fighting cannot be compared to anybody. So such a great fight. Can we pair that? Absolutely. Let us also check with CER, because that is also remaining. We need to cross check. What is there? The governor asked whom the IFLU University, EFL University, and traditional art craft and performances would. Is that sensible? No. Our answer must be only second. Move to 132. Sentence are a little bit lengthy. Be careful. Okay, let me drag it a bit. Yeah. Look at the first one. Yeah, let us go with the first one. A check చేయండి ఒకసారి ఏమన్నాడు? environmentalists have expressed their concern over something. Over తర్వాత immediately noun రావాలి. Concern over repeated disturbance may be possible. Disturbance అనేది noun. Concern over and longer lasting not possible. ఒకవేళ పేరేస్తే మనకి ఏం రావాలి? AE రావాలి. Do you find any AE? No. Thus A cannot be paired with any. Eliminate. You have to check for the common one. Let us check with B. B లో ఏమన్నారు? Rising global temperatures may lead to more frequent continuation. Tell me your answer. More frequent and longer lasting droughts in India. We are speaking about global temperatures. దీనివల్ల డ్రాట్స్ వచ్చే ప్రమాదం ఉంది. రిలవెంట్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ రిమెంబర్. సో పేరే మనకి ఇక్కడ ఏమొచ్చే ఛాన్స్ ఉన్నాయమ్మా? BFR వచ్చే ఛాన్స్ ఉన్నాయి. వీ హ్యావ్ టు చెక్ ఫర్ CDQ అండ్ ఫైనలైజ్. లెట్ us రీడ్ ఇట్. ఏమన్నారు CDQలో? రీసెర్చర్స్ ఫ్రమ్ ద యూనివర్సిటీ ఆఫ్ ఈస్ట్ ఏంజలా ఇన్ ద UK ఏం చేశారు? They found that even a modest temperature increase of 1.5 degrees Celsius will spell serious consequences in India. అంటే కొంచెం టెంపరేచర్ రేజ్ అయినా సరే ఈ ఏరియా అన్నిట్లో సీరియస్ కాన్సిక్వెన్సెస్ ఉంటుందంట. క్లియర్? సో ఆన్సర్ ఏం రావాలి మనకు? ఓన్లీ ఇక్కడ సెకండ్ వన్. నెక్స్ట్ 137. Fill in the blanks. Very easy. Read and answer. Very easy. Read and answer. Local parts of speech. Local parts of speech. Adjective followed by noun. Greedy, close, philanthropy, selfish, cheap. Which is a sensible word? Let us read and understand. Sentence neat గా చూడండి. ముందుగా నేను చదువుతాను, మీరు వినండి. Our job is to work with local newsrooms and local dash on the need for local news to be supported by donors. If at all you are going to establish some news channel, you cannot go with only the higher authority people. If at all you want to collect the local information, you should go and speak to the local people. You should have some people who work on the ground, literally. So here we are speaking about our job is to work with the local newsrooms and local dash. Do we need positive word or negative word? Positive. Cheap, greedy, positive or negative? Negative. Selfish, negative. Local closer, local philanthropy na. What do you mean by philanthropy here? Philanthropy is nothing but the local people, local resources. Remember, that comes with the third option. Next, move to 138. The local news industry has lost the dash of digital advertising. Look at this. The is given, after blank off is given. So in the blank, what do we need? Exactly. Only noun. Look at the options. Grounded, not noun. Ether, landed, dirty, loams. Dirty is adjective. Landed is verb or adjective. Your answer is ether or loams. Tell me which is your answer. The local news industry has lost the dash of digital advertising about 35 billion annually in the last decade or so. About 3/4 of its base. We are comparing. What are we comparing? We are comparing the local news industry with that of digital advertising. That means local industry is not gaining any popularity. Instead, digital advertisement is gaining the popularity. The difference is annually of $35 billion. This is the difference between these two. That means local news industry is losing its importance. It is losing its importance. That importance is needed here. Can you tell me? That is nothing but ether. Ether is nothing but losing the importance to somebody. The local news industry has lost the ether of digital advertising. It could not resist the power of the digital advertising. That is a point. Move to 139. More than a month into President Joe Biden's term, election officials and voting right advocates still dash fully assessed. Is it singular case or plural case? Singular or plural? ఎవరి గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నాం ఇక్కడ? Election officials and also voting right advocates. This is combination of plural obviously. Still blank is given. We need a plural verb. First of all, let us eliminate wasn't, hasn't. Wasn't, hasn't are only used with the singular combinations. Fully assessed. Now, weren't fully assessed, hadn't fully assessed, haven't fully assessed. Which is the correct combination? Can you tell me your answer? If you use weren't plus V3, which voice is that? Passive voice. If you use had or haven't plus V3, which voice is that? Active voice. These people were not able to still understand the core of the elections అనే మీనింగ్ ఇక్కడ. అక్కడే మనకి ఇక్కడ రావాల్సింది ఏంటంటే యాక్టివ్ వాయిస్. సో ఎలిమినేట్ passive voice case, your answer is only hadn't or haven't. Still అన్నారు. Still hadn't, still haven't, not yet అనే మీనింగ్ కేసు కింద వస్తుంది. Still relates to the present perfect tense. Answer comes only with the 5. 140. Under normal circumstances, millions of voters with limited English dash don't get the support they need to cast their ballots. Answer: limited English proficiency, halt, blocked, ignored, inexperienced. What is the correct combination? English proficiency is a sensible pair. Next one, states scramble to shift to voting by mail and with fewer polling places dash the pandemic. Scramble to shift to voting by mail అంటే they struggled అని అర్థం ఇక్కడ. They struggled. Dash the pandemic, amid the pandemic, vote the pandemic, between the pandemic, surface the pandemic, among the pandemic. Which is a sensible one? Amid in the sense, in the middle of that pandemic, they were struggled. They don't know how to do the voting in that situation which is very effective during the pandemic situation. They were afraid even to go out and do. So that comes with the meaning of amid the pandemic, they were afraid. 142. Among a number of hobbies that one can dash, one can monologues must be followed by V1. Develops V5, observes V5, considers V5, cultivates V5. What is your answer? Only third one. Next 143. The quality of dash between individuals and the organization. The quality of services, the quality of interaction, the quality of sophistication, the quality of work, the quality of life. We are speaking about the combination of between individuals and the organization. What is it? Individuals and organization, what do they do? The quality of interaction. Next 144, your favorite section. Yes, easy. Today's is easy. You should get all correct. Today's is easy. Sir, ఇది కూడా కరెక్ట్ రాలేదు సార్ అంటే ఇంకా కష్టం అవుతుంది మీ ఇష్టం మీద. You should get all correct. ఎన్ని క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉన్నాయి దీనిలో? 5. You should get 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5. Okay. Look at the first one, A. A లో ఏమన్నారమ్మా? What is there in A? It was a beautiful day. Remember, it can be a starter. It was a beautiful day can be a starter. Can be a starter. But what is there in continuation? She. Who is that she? We don't know. We need to search for the noun. Whenever pronoun is there in the beginning, we should search for a noun, right? So A is eliminated from the beginning. Next, B lo ఏమన్నారు? What is in B? Lucia. Lucia can be used as the noun. Okay, sensible. Come to C. What is there in C? Suddenly, again she. When you eliminate A, you should also eliminate a C. Next, come to D. What is there in D? As much as 70 years ago. Remember, ago, before, all these words I told you, these can be the story starters which happen in the past. I already told you this point. Next word, come to E. What is there in E? On a certain April morning, almost as soon as her mother. Whose mother? We don't know. So eliminate also E. Now tell me, which is the starter? Is it B the starter or is it D the starter? Why not B? As much as 70 years ago, in the city of Boston, there lived a small girl. Introduction. Once upon a time, there was a king. He has 7 sons. ఏడుగురు చేపలు వేరు. గుర్తొచ్చిందా స్టోరీ? That is the introduction. Did they mention the name of the king? They only said once upon a time there was a king. That's it. We don't know who that king is. Here is the introduction of a little girl who lived in a certain place. That is the introduction. That is how you choose an introduction. Okay, fine. ఇక్కడ వరకు బాగానే ఉంది. డీల్ ఏమన్నారు? As much as 70 years ago, in the city of Boston, there lived a small girl who had the naughty habit of running away. Immediately stop this. Don't read any sentence. Now, what are the sentences we can expect from here? Just expect. ఇక్కడ ఏమన్నారంటే దిస్ గర్ల్ హ్యాడ్ ద నాటీ హ్యాబిట్ ఆఫ్ రన్నింగ్ అవే. అంటే ఫర్దర్ సెంటెన్సెస్ లో మనం ఎలాంటి సెంటెన్సెస్ ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేయొచ్చు? సమ్ ఇన్సిడెంట్, ఏదో ఒక ఇన్సిడెంట్ జరిగింది, ఆ ఇన్సిడెంట్ లో ఏమో ఎక్కడికో రన్ అవే అయిపోయింది, ఎక్కడికో పరిగెత్తి వెళ్ళిపోయింది, అంటే ఒక ఇన్సిడెంట్ గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నా. రిమెంబర్, ఆ పర్సన్ నేమ్ ఈస్ ఇంట్రడ్యూస్డ్, along with that person's behavior is also introduced. That means the further information is going to be not just about that person, It is about to be a person's behavior. What the point? Okay. Now where is that point? Tell me your answer. D must be paired with ఏముంది? ఇంట్రడక్షన్ కావాలి మనకు. ఏం ఇంట్రడక్షన్ ఉంది? Two introductions are there. One is on a certain April morning. Another one is it was a beautiful day. Both of them can be used to introduce a day. But tell me which is the starting one. Why not A? You are telling, sir, second sentence is E. I am telling my sentence is A. Tell me why I am wrong. Easy, very easy. What is in continuation? Lucia May Alcott. What happened? Slipped out of the house. That is what we are speaking about. She has the habit of running away. అలా ఒక రోజు స్లిప్ అయిపోయింది ఇంట్లో నుండి, రన్ అవే అయిపోయింది. That must be used with the E. Okay. Continuation. Once let us check with E. E లో ఏమన్నారంటే on certain April morning, almost as soon as her mother finished buttoning her dress, Lucia May Alcott slipped out of the house and up the street as far as her feet could carry her. She started just going. She don't know where she was going. Now tell me your answer. Where is the connector? Continuation. Lucia May Alcott. Is it her full name or only half name? Full name along with the surname. This is what I always tell you as the indicator. Whenever short name is there, that short name must be used after the full name. For example, Joe Biden అని ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేస్తేనే మళ్ళీ అతని గురించి మాట్లాడినప్పుడు అక్కడ బైడెన్ అని యూజ్ చేయొచ్చు. ఓకేనా? సో బీలో ఏమన్నారు ఇక్కడ? లూజియా. ఏ లూజియా గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నాం మనము? లూజియా మే ఆల్కాట్. కంటిన్యూషన్. Lucia crept through a narrow alley and crossed the several. She started walking, she crossed some streets, she started going. That's it. That must be used with the D. Remaining sentences are, one is A, another one is ఇంకేముంది? C ఉంది. Okay. Now tell me which is your answer. C లో ఏమన్నారు చూడండి. Suddenly she came upon some children who said they were going to a nice tall ash heap to play. They asked her to join them. Okay, బాగానే ఉంది. Come to A. What is there in A? It was a beautiful day. She did not care so very much just where she went so long as she was having an adventure all by herself. All by herself in the sense, did somebody join here? No, she was single till then. Immediately what happened? Suddenly some children came and said, hey, you come, let us go and play. So pair em రావాలి మనకి ఇక్కడ immediately. That must be used with the A and C. This is one pair together. So your rearrangement should go with the D, E, B and AC. How many of you got this? Go to 156. Starters. Starters are quite easy. You should get all 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5 ఉండాల్సిందే. I think this was given recently in one of the papers. గుర్తుందా? గుర్తుండదు మనకి. సెంటెన్స్ చదువుతారా? వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఫస్ట్ సెంటెన్స్? షీ ఆల్వేస్ పోస్ట్ పోన్స్ ద నీడ్ఫుల్ యాక్షన్. ఏం చేస్తున్నాం ఎప్పుడు కూడా? నీడ్ఫుల్ యాక్షన్ ని పోస్ట్పోన్ చేస్తూ ఉంటుంది. నెక్స్ట్ వన్, ఇట్ మేక్స్ అదర్స్ సఫర్ అలాట్. దిస్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్ అండ్ దిస్ ఈస్ ద రిజల్ట్. క్లియర్? నౌ కమ్ టు ద స్టార్టర్స్. ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఏలో ఏమన్నాడు? హర్ టేకింగ్ యాక్షన్ ఆన్ టైమ్. ఆన్ టైమ్ అని అంటే పాజిటివ్ కింద టర్న్ అయిపోతుంది. డూ వి నీడ్ పాజిటివ్ సెంటెన్స్ ఆర్ నెగిటివ్ సెంటెన్స్? Postpones అంటే negative, not positive. We cannot use A. Eliminate all the A options. A is considered to be positive. Next one ఏమన్నాడు? Others suffer రావాలి యాక్చువల్లీ ఇక్కడ. గ్రామటికల్లీ ఇది రాంగ్ అనొచ్చు. Others suffer a lot because she always postpones the needful action. Absolutely fine sentence. If at all others ఉంటే తీసుకోవచ్చు. That is your answer can be B or BC చూద్దాము. థర్డ్ వన్ లో ఏమన్నాడు? What is there in C? On account of her delay in taking the needful action, others suffer a lot. Sentence is also fine. Your answer can be taken with the second one. Just change others. Others loki you change. Next, 157. One must sign the correction made on their check. The correction becomes valid only after that. మీరు చెక్ మీద ఏమైనా కరెక్ట్ చేశారనుకోండి, మళ్ళీ దాని ప్రూఫ్ కింద మీరు సైన్ చేయాలి, అప్పుడే అది వ్యాలిడ్ అవుతుందని. ఇది మనకు రియల్ లైఫ్ సెంటెన్స్. ఇంకా ఫస్ట్ వన్ చూడండి. ఏమన్నాడు? టు అథెంటికేట్ ద కరెక్షన్ ఆన్ వన్ చెక్, కంటిన్యూ, వన్ హ్యాస్ టు సైన్ ద కరెక్షన్ మేడ్ ఆన్ దేర్ చెక్. ఓకేనా? ఏ అనేది అబ్సల్యూట్ గా తీసుకోవచ్చమ్మా. వీ కెన్ గో ఫర్ ఫస్ట్ వన్, థర్డ్ వన్ ఆర్ ఫోర్త్ వన్. లుక్ ఎట్ ద సెకండ్ వన్. బిలో ఏమన్నాడు? కెన్ యూ గో ఫర్ బి? వాట్ ఈస్ అన్ బి? వితౌట్ అథెంటికేటింగ్ ద కరెక్షన్ ఆన్ వన్స్ చెక్. కెన్ యూ టెల్ మీ ఆన్సర్? ఇక్కడ కండిషన్ నెగిటివ్ కండిషన్ అవుతుంది. పైదేమో పాజిటివ్ కండిషన్, సెకండ్ నెగిటివ్ కండిషన్. నువ్వు సైన్ చేస్తేనే దట్ ఈస్ వ్యాలిడ్. ఇఫ్ యూ డోంట్ సైన్ దట్ ఈస్ ఇన్వాలిడ్ అని చెప్తున్నాడు. వెరీ సింపుల్. కంటిన్యూ. ఏమవుతుంది? వితౌట్ అథెంటికేటింగ్ ద కరెక్షన్ ఆన్ వన్స్ చెక్. కెన్ యూ టెల్ మీ ఆన్సర్? The correction becomes invalid, not valid. We need invalid. Don't use only after that. The correction becomes invalid. That's it. But it is a negative condition. Meaning is same. Meaning is same. Let us finalize with the third one. What is there in third one? To authenticate one's check. Can we correct? See, to authenticate one's check or to authenticate one's correction. కరెక్షన్ ని అథెంటికేట్ చేయడానిక, చెక్ అథెంటికేట్ చేయడానిక? కరెక్షన్ అథెంటికేట్ చేయడానికి, చెక్ అథెంటికేట్ చేయడానికి కాదు ఇక్కడ. ఓకే, థర్డ్ వన్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో అవుట్. యువర్ ఆన్సర్ కెన్ బి టేకెన్ ఓన్లీ విత్ A and B. నెక్స్ట్ 158. The loudness of your speech is less important. Positive or negative? Positive or negative? The loudness of your speech is less important. నీ స్పీచ్ ఎంత బాగుంది అనేది అంత ఇంపార్టెంట్ కాదు. నెగిటివ్. లెస్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఉంది క్లియర్ గా అక్కడ. కంటిన్యూషన్. వాట్ ఈస్ మోర్ ఇంపార్టెంట్? దిస్ ఈస్ పాజిటివ్. ఈజ్ హౌ పర్టినెంట్ ద స్పీచ్ ఈస్, హౌ వాల్యుబుల్ ద స్పీచ్ ఈస్. నువ్వు ఎంత గట్టిగా అరిచి, ఎంత గట్టిగా బిగ్గర్ దట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ద మ్యాటర్ ఇన్ ద స్పీచ్. The valid points that are there in the speech are important. That is a point. That is the meaning of the sentence. Okay. Now look at the A. What is there in A? How pertinent you speak is more important than the loudness of your speech. Can we use that? Absolutely. Your answer is 2, 3 or 4. Right? Look at the second one. B chondamma. B lemanadu. How much you speak is as important as. Are we saying similarity or is there any comparison? Comparison. Slightest difference ఇచ్చాడు. there is no similarity. if you use as important as అన్నారు అనుకోండి, ఈక్వల్ అవుతుంది, పాజిటివ్ డిగ్రీ అవుతుంది. we need comparative case. next come to C. what is it in C? how pertinent is you speak is not as important as. again remember, as, so as, not so as, these are all positive degree indicators, but we need comparative. your answer comes only with the A. next move to 159. he lost his passport, therefore he has been facing certain problems. very simple, very simple. Look at the first one. First one ఏమన్నాడు? His loss of passport. Continue. Continue. His loss of passport. We need some continuation, right? Can you get any connection here? Not that sensible. Not that sensible. Connection రావడానికి కొంచెం డిఫికల్టీ ఉంది. దాన్ని హోల్డ్ పెట్టండి. రిమైనింగ్ అనే ఆప్షన్ ఉంది, దాంతో ఎలిమినేషన్ లో వెళ్దాం. నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ఏమన్నాడు? Because of his loss of passport, he has been facing certain problems. Can we take this? Yes. Because of his loss of passport, he has been facing problems. B is fine. We can go for 2 or AB or ABC. ABC కూడా ఉంది, కేర్ఫుల్ ఉండాలి. తర్వాత C దగ్గరికి రండి. C లో ఏమన్నాడు? The problems that he has been facing. Continue. The problems that he has been facing are because of his loss of passport. We can go for B as well as C, but BC ఎక్కడ కనిపించట్లే. అంటే ఏం తీసుకోవాలి మనం? అబ్సల్యూట్లీ ABC తీసుకోవాల్సి వస్తుంది. దట్ మీన్స్ దెర్ ఈస్ సమ్ కనెక్షన్. బిగినింగ్ తోనే కనెక్షన్ ఉండే ఛాన్సెస్ ఉంటాయి. నెక్స్ట్ 160. యువర్ IT రిటర్న్స్ ఫర్ ద పాస్ట్ 3 years ఆర్ రిక్వైర్డ్. ఓన్లీ దెన్ అంటే ఎలాంటి సెంటెన్స్ చూస్తున్నాం మనం? కండిషన్. Condition. Again this is condition. Only then your passport application will be considered. Look at the first one. What is there in the first one? Unless you submit your past 3 years IT returns, your passport application will not be considered. Change it into negative condition. Okay, first one can be used. Use the next one. What is there in the next one? After your passport application for అంటే రీజన్ చూపిస్తుంది. దేనికోసం అప్లై చేస్తున్నాడు ఇక్కడ? దెర్ ఈస్ నో కేస్ వేర్ ద పాస్పోర్ట్ ఈజ్ అప్లైడ్ ఫర్. దేనికోసం అప్లై చేయాలి చెప్పలే. నువ్వు అప్లై చేయాలి అని అంటే, ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ యువర్ పాస్పోర్ట్ టు బి కన్సిడర్డ్, దెన్ యూ నీడ్ పాస్ట్ 3 years IT రిటర్న్. దట్స్ ఇట్. పాస్పోర్ట్ దేనికోసం అని ఎక్కడ చెప్పలేదు. ఇఫ్ యూజ్ ఫర్, దట్ బికమ్స్ యాజ్ ద రీజన్. ఆ రీజన్ ఏంటో తెలియదు. ఎలిమినేట్ B. కమ్ టు C. సివిల్ ఏమన్నాడు? వితౌట్ యువర్ పాస్పోర్ట్ అప్లికేషన్. టెల్ మీ ఆన్సర్. Without your passport application, without your IT returns, without your ID returns we cannot consider a passport and రావాలి, not without your passport application. అంటే ఆన్సర్ ఏంటి? ఓన్లీ A is possible. 154, 155 you just try. అది ఏం చేశాడు అని అంటే, just listen to me. ఇవి టూ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఇస్తాడు. One type of question is he